Hello there. Hello. I am Rich Riley. Space Ace 716. Sounds interesting. Huh. Well, decided to come back and do another video just to kind of, you know, haven't done a video in a while. I did my Epiphone video, which went pretty good, but I've got some, well, I've got this guitar here. I'm probably going to do a thing on it, say, do a video on it. I'm not going to do it right now. It's on the late side, but I just wanted to kind of, I got a new camera and I'm kind of giving it a test run right now and see how it goes. I don't actually have it hooked up the way I normally would. I usually have everything running through my sound card. Right now I'm just kind of giving it a run with just having it set up in the middle of the room and just pick up the room noise, the sounds from the room. So then I'll post this and see how it goes, see how it sounds. But the video, this camera's a lot better. I'm going to be running all my sound through my setup and then into the camera to get a real clean sound. I have my mic, which is over here, set up at some point. You can see it. Here's my denser mic I have sitting over here. But yeah, this guitar here is this is not a Chinese guitar. This is actually a Fender. It's a Fender Strat. It's a Japanese Strat actually. It's not the American. It's not the Mexican. It's the Japanese Strat, which was guitars from, I think, was built according to the serial number. I looked it up. 92, 93 it was built in Japan, and so here's a little look at it. Let's see, I think it says on the back here. My volume not working, but I don't know if you can see that. Made in Japan. So yeah, the Japanese do pretty nice Strat, you know. This is like middle of the road. I replaced the pickups in this thing. This actually has some active pickups in it that are from a company called Dragonfire. And they are based out of on the West Coast. I think it's I can't remember where they're from now. But they're out west, northwest, I believe. I don't know, it was like Portland, Oregon, or something like that. They're from. But this set of pickups, you can see right here, active. Nice set of pickups. They're based on a Kirk Hammett EMG setup. This would be the 81, and then you get the two active single coil pickups, and pretty nice guitar. So that's, but at this point I'm not even sure. I guess I don't know how it's going to sound through this right now. It's got, like I said, I don't have anything set up through the computer at this point. I was actually going through a series of fixes on my computer because the damn thing crashed on me. So, well, it's pretty much back up and running again. But again, I got my guitar going through my line 6 back here. Turn it down a little. Yeah, I got it through my line 6. I got an ART MP Studio, Tube Studio. Try to warm up my signal a bit. So I think it sounds pretty good. I don't know. Actually, I had the Chinese Les Paul going through it earlier, and it sounded really nice. But right now, my Chinese Les Pauls, I got it over here. I'm getting it restringing. It's got nothing on it right now. It's actually getting ready to change the tuning pegs on this thing. So I actually replaced the cover on here, what do you call it, the switch pot washer or whatever the hell they call that. So they kind of make it look a little, yeah, it's got an actual Gibson, this little bit right here. So make it look more, more legit. And that's the other, of course that's the other thing, actually thinking of, I don't know how long it's going to take to get here, but actually have another Chinese Les Paul that I bought. This one is going to be a really interesting one because I'm a huge Ace Frehley fan, and it's the reason why I wanted the Les Paul to begin with. It's the reason why I got into playing the guitar actually. So, about a year or so ago, I think it was, they released the Ace Frehley Budokan Les Paul, and so I was kind of looking around on some of the Chinese websites, Trade Tang and DH Gate, and I was looking at they have all the other Ace Frehley models that came out in the late 90s with his face on the headstock and the lightning bolts on the neck. Nice guitars, but I really wanted something more, not so, I'd still like to get one at some point, but I really wanted, I don't know, I wasn't really interested in that particular guitar. And then this Budokan guitar comes out, and that's like based, the guitar is a replica of his, those legendary shows they did in Japan in 1977 at the Budokan. They sold out 4 nights, beating the Beatles record of 3 nights at the Budokan Hall in Japan. And this was like April, around this time, in 1977, all those years ago. And so, sure enough, I didn't find anything really on Trade Tang, but I went to Alibaba and I found some Budokans that they have they've got there, and I found one that I liked the specs. I checked the specs out, and it was pretty much, you know, some of the other ones they were saying, calling for, like, they had a rosewood fingerboard, and they didn't have, some of it was a Brazilian wood or something. They weren't using the standard stuff. They were using some different things, but one particular seller had everything I was looking for. It had the ebony fingerboard, and it had you know, the mahogany body and neck, and it had the nice burst neck and back on the guitar, just like Ace's guitar. It's actually the Ace Frehley Budokan, the VOS, which is like a aged guitar. You know, it's got the more like the one he used in Japan. They've got a few different models of this guitar. And this guitar is coming with a case this time. So it's got a Gibson custom case it's coming with. So unlike this other one over here, they get the broken neck issue. Hopefully this guitar will come in, and if there's any problems in shipping, the case will take the damage and not the guitar. So I'm looking forward to that. That'll be really neat to check out. Well, I'll be doing a video, post that there for everyone to see. You know, I haven't seen anybody do a video yet on a Chinese Budokan, so it should be interesting. So we'll see about that. And again, I'm just doing this video now. I'm gonna post it and see it. You know, really doing it for more spec type stuff, just to see how it sounds and things like that. See how good the mic on the camera is. Usually these mics are these are really good on the cameras now. So you know, we'll see how it sounds, and just picking up the room sounds of you know, the guitar and everything like that. It'd certainly be easier to do a video just fire up a camera and then plug it in and put it, you know, on you know, online or whatever. But so in any event, that's pretty much it. I was just kind of coming on here, wanted to noodle around. I've got some more guitars coming down the line. I want to do videos on, more in-depth videos. I'm going to do probably more on this one here when I get everything plugged in the way it should be, and sounding the way it should be. You know, I got my other guitar, this other one here. This is a LTD ESP. Got some Seymour Duncan JB and a full shred here in the neck. So it's a pretty killer guitar. I've had this for quite a few years actually. So put that there, and that's pretty much it. See how this fire this back up. Hopefully won't get any kind of weird green interference stuff like the other video. Alright people,